What a great news! Appeal Court strikes out Akpabio'S motions against Senator Natasha'S orders 100,000 naira cost. You see, Supreme Court cannot support the illegal suspension when it has already established a judicial precedent that no senator should be suspended for more than 14 days. And guess what? They suspended this woman for 6 good months. Withdraw all securities attached with her. And not just that alone, they equally suspend anything that has to do with payment of her salary for 6 good months. As they hot, my correct people then. So Senator Akpabio'S, who represent the Kogi Central Senatorial District, had been summoned by the Senate Committee following an altercation with Akpabio on February 20, 2025, in case you have forgotten. And then, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has struck out 2 motions filed by Senate President Godswill Akpabio against the Federal High Court judgment that barred the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions from conducting disciplinary proceedings against Senator Natasha'S So the motions dated March 20th and March 25th, 2025, respectively, sought permissions to appeal the March 10th, 2025 decision of the Federal High Court, Abuja Judicial Division, delivered by Justice Akpabio'S. Justice Egwuatu's ruling in suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/384/2025 between Senator Akpabio'S and the Clerk of the National Assembly and 3 others granted an injunction restraining the Senate Committee from proceeding with a disciplinary action against Akpabio'S. The decision followed an expert application by her counsel. Senator Akpabio'S Natasha, who represents the Kogi Central Senatorial District, had been summoned by the Senate Committee following an altercation with Akpabio on February 20th, 2025. The 2 motions were subsequently struck out after Akpabio's legal team filed applications to withdraw them. According to the document, the Kogi senator prayed that the court grant an order restraining the Senate and its ethics committee from proceeding with the purported investigation against her. Senator Natasha'S asked the court to grant an order declaring that any action taken during the pendency of this suit is null, void, and of no effect whatsoever. The presiding judge ruled that the defendant should come and show cause within 72 hours upon the service of the order, while an interlocutory injunction should not be issued against them. Not satisfied with the decision of the court, Senator Akpabio appealed against the order through his counsel known as Deborah D. Anyanwu. The appellant sought, among others, an order of his honorable court enlarging the time within which the appellant/applicant may seek leave to appeal against the decision of the Federal High Court. Abuja Judicial Division in suit number FHC Abuja CS384/2025 between Natasha'S versus Clerk of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and 3 others, known as Quorum, Honorable Justice Obiora Egwuatu, who delivered on 10th March 2025 on grounds of mixed law and facts as contained in the proposed notice of appeal attached as Exhibit B. An order of this honorable court granting leave to the appellant to appeal against the decision of the Federal High Court, Abuja Judicial Division in suit number FHABJ CS384/2025 between Senator Natasha'S versus Clerk of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which was delivered on 10th March 2025 on ground of mixed law and facts as contained in the proposed notice of appeal attached as Exhibit B. My people, it is really getting hot. It is really getting hot. So ruling on the motions, which were identical in content but filed on different dates, the Court of Appeal struck them out following an application by Akpabio's legal team to withdraw them. So in the decision delivered on May 21st, 2025, the 3-member panel of justice led by Justice Hammer A. Baka also ordered Senate President Akpabio to pay the sum of 100,000 naira in cost to the first respondent, Senator Natasha'S Uduagha. The court enrolled order signed by Deputy Chief Registrar Josephine J. Ekperobe confirmed that the application to withdraw the motions was granted and motions were accordingly struck out. Additionally, the court directed that appeal number CAABJ pre-ROA-CV 395M 2025 be deleted from its records. Justice Baka delivered the lead judgment with Justices Adebunkola A. Banjoko and Okon E. Abang occurring. The court decisions partly read, this court Wednesday, the 21st day of May 2025, upon reading the motion on notice filed on the 20th of March 2025 and 25th of March 2025, together with the affidavit in support disposed to by Toyo Jimmy. And after hearing Deborah D. Anyanwu for the appellant, Peter Eriwode with Daniel Apoviroro A.E. Imadegbolo and Y.M. Zakarai for the first respondent, Ahmad Ubua for the third respondent, it is hereby ordered that applications seeking to withdraw the two motions dated and filed on the 20th of March and 25th of March is granted and same struck out. Cost of 100,000 naira awarded to the first respondent. It is indeed marvelous in our sight. Yes, so appeal court of all people. You see? How can you suspend a whole senator that was elected by her own constituent the same way you were elected as a senator by your own constituent? You now suspend her for 6 months. Whereas according to the law, according to the court of law, a senator should not be suspended for more than 14 days. But in the Natasha'S case, it became 6 months. My correct. Victory at last, and victory is assured. Yes, so this really marks a significant legal win for Senator Natasha'S Uduagha. In her ongoing legal battle surrounding her controversial suspension, it is indeed a welcome development, and victory is really assured. Congratulations to our Kogi Central Senator, known as Senator Natasha'S Uduagha. God favorite, the senator of the people, the choice of the people. Our prayers will always be with you. Indeed, Natasha is really winning. Natasha is now 1, whereas Akpabio is 0. You can see that. Anyway, my lovers and my viewers, I see they hot. All our prayers are with Senator Natasha'S Uduagha. Why did and what prompted Akpabio to withdraw this particular case? And why did they just award 100,000 naira as a fine against this man? The last time I checked, Natasha is demanding for 100 billion naira in this defamation. And then again, why did they suspend the senator for 6 months? Whereas suspension should not be more than 14 days according to the court or according to the rule of law in the country. So does it mean that Akpabio can commit any crime and scot-free? What can 100,000 naira do in this case between Akpabio and Senator Natasha? Can 100,000 naira bring back all the humiliation that this woman went through, all the things that she passed through, the mocking and all kinds of online dragging and blackmail from one Professor Mbeke known as Sandra Duru, who this man known as Akpabio orchestrated to blackmail Natasha'S Uduagha on the social media spaces. All the people that came to defend Natasha, where are they today? Where is Mazi Obinna? Mazi Obinna is still in detention in Owerri police custody. They have not released this man. And then again, Natasha is trying to defend herself to tell that all this thing that they are doing against her is, in fact, is wrong. And then again, we saw, boom, Nigerian government suing this particular lady. For what exactly? What concern Nigerian government, the federal government of Nigeria, with Natasha's case against Akpabio? Is Akpabio the federal government of Nigeria? Akpabio is just the Senate president, and this woman in question is also a senator representing her own constituent. So now the evidence that Natasha has against Akpabio is really, really heavy. And embarrassing to behold. Should I say it's mind-blowing? By the time this item comes to the general public domain, Akpabio family and other people that have been orchestrating blackmailing stuff against Natasha will not uphold it. Nigerians and international community will see Nigeria as a useless country that produces disgraceful, criminal, and womanizing leaders. There are some evidences that once they are being released to the general public, or not to Akpabio, let him meet me in court and his mind go dey. So now Akpabio has finally withdrawn that particular case, that case should be deleted. He's willing to pay a fine of 100,000 naira. Okay, in this case, since you have applied for the case to be deleted, I hope Natasha can equally apply for that case that the so-called Nigerian government filed against her to be deleted, just paying 100,000 naira fine. But then again, we want the court of law to revoke this particular suspension against Natasha. They should revoke it. They should call her back, let her resume back her duty. She should resume office. That is what we're expecting from this so-called judicial, this court. That is what they expected to do. For some of you that think that this lady is trying to tarnish Nigeria image, no, she's not. Remember, she's a Russian by blood. You understand? This lady is not trying to tarnish Nigeria's image. She tread with wisdom and cares. Senator Natasha, the 001. She's a pathfinder with street credibility. In case you don't know, this lady will triumph over Akpabio with so many things. Some of you that even saying she doesn't have evidence, this and that. The question I have to ask you guys, is it everyone that is being harassed sexually that has a tangible evidence? It's a question. Oh, you can be harassed without having an evidence at hand. So some of you should stop saying she does not have evidence, this and that. It is just a mere allegation and make una rest. As if you don't know the Nigeria that we find ourselves into. As if you don't know the kind of country we find ourselves. It is only in Nigeria that we see that a woman will be looking for a job. The person that she's seeking job from will start demanding for sexual advances. In case you don't know, you can be harassed sexually without having a tangible evidence. That is real fact about all these things. So Akpabio, we are still waiting for you and Nigerian government to, because they called you as a witness, including Professor Mbeke and Yaya Bello, to testify against Natasha in the court of law. And now you are asking Nigeria Judicial Court to delete a case filed by Natasha against you, just for you to be. What is 100,000 naira? What can 100,000 naira quench? What can it do? What problem can it solve? Akpabio, the corrupt judicial system in this country is too much. Nigerian leaders are really corrupt. Anyway, my lovers and viewers, we are solidly behind Senator Natasha'S and we keep on praying for her, for victory, for success, in fact, for good things to happen to her. And we are praying that at the end of the day, that this woman, that this suspension against her will be revoked, so that she will continue her good works at her own constituent, at Kogi Central. This woman is known for all the good things she has been doing. Just as a senator, she's not a state governor, but if you see the work that this woman is doing, I don't think that even the state governor is even doing it in Kogi State. But this woman, solid-handedly, she's doing it, despite that she's a lady. She manages the little that she has and make sure that she does something that is very presentable to her own constituent in Kogi Central. It is really, really nice and recommendable. Kudos to you, Natasha. We wish you nothing but victory at last. More winnings and more winnings. Yes, so my lovers, wait till I got to talk. I beg, say a word of prayer to our old Senator Natasha'S. More winnings and victories to her. Thank you guys for watching. If you never subscribe, I beg, touch the subscription button, turn on the bell button so you always get notified whenever we post our latest content. We got you covered in all latest Nigeria celebrity political news. Christy TV got you covered. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more updates.